Welcome to our channel. Today we embark on a journey, a descent into the darkest corners of human history to uncover the most terrifying cannibals and their horrific stories. From ancient rituals to desperate survival, these tales will chill you to the bone. Some were driven by belief, others by hunger, and some by a darkness we can barely comprehend. Join us if you dare, as we explore the chilling world of human cannibalism. Don't forget to like and share this video if you want more spine-tingling content. Our journey begins in the heart of Mesoamerica amidst the grandeur and brutality of the Aztec Empire. Here, high atop towering pyramids, a terrifying ritual unfolded. The Aztecs, a people of complex beliefs and intricate ceremonies, practiced a form of ritualistic cannibalism that intertwined life, death, and their perception of the cosmos. Imagine, if you will, the sights and sounds of this ancient city. The air thick with incense, the rhythmic beat of drums echoing through the stone corridors. At the pinnacle of their religious hierarchy sat Huitzilopochtli, the god of sun and war, a deity who demanded a terrible tribute human hearts. Captured enemies, their bodies painted and adorned, were led up the steps of the pyramid, their fate sealed. With a chilling precision, the priests, wielding obsidian blades, would cut into the chests of the still-living victims, extracting their still-beating hearts as an offering to appease their insatiable gods. But the ritual didn't end there. The lifeless bodies, drained of their sacred blood, were discarded, tumbling down the pyramid steps. And then a macabre feast would begin. Certain parts of the bodies, believed to contain spiritual power, were consumed by the Aztec elite, a gruesome communion with their deities. This act, far from being considered barbaric in their eyes, was seen as a sacred duty, a necessary offering to maintain the delicate balance of the universe. The Aztecs believed that by consuming the hearts and flesh of their enemies, they absorbed their strength and vitality, ensuring the continued favor of the gods. Through these blood-soaked rituals, the Aztecs sought to maintain the cosmic order, their empire built on a foundation of both awe-inspiring splendor and unimaginable horror. Their story serves as a stark reminder of the extremes humanity is capable of, the dark side of faith, and the chilling lengths to which we will go to appease the gods we create. We journey now to the remote and mist-shrouded highlands of Papua New Guinea, home to the Fore people, where a different form of cannibalism, one cloaked in grief and driven by an invisible enemy, held sway. Unlike the Aztecs, whose cannibalistic practices were intertwined with conquest and religious fervor, the Fore people's motivations stemmed from a place of mourning and a deep, albeit misguided, sense of love. Imagine a society where death, especially of women and children, was often attributed to a malevolent sorcery called kuru. The Fore believed that to honor their loved ones and keep their spirits alive, they had to consume their remains, particularly the brain, believed to be the seat of the soul. Picture this, a funeral ritual, not of burial or cremation, but of preparation. The deceased, often a beloved family member, is laid to rest, not in the cold ground, but within the warm embrace of their kin. This act, known as endanthropophagy, or the consumption of one's own people, was considered the ultimate act of love and respect. Women, considered the most spiritually connected to the deceased, were often the ones tasked with the preparation and consumption of the remains. They would meticulously prepare the body, cooking the flesh with vegetables and consuming it in a ritualistic feast, believing they were keeping their loved ones close, their spirits living on within them. But this act of love, this attempt to maintain a spiritual connection with the departed, had a horrifying consequence. Unbeknownst to the Fore, a deadly prion, similar to mad cow disease, resided within the infected brain tissue. By consuming the remains, they were unknowingly passing this deadly disease amongst themselves. The result was a devastating epidemic of kuru, a fatal neurological disorder that ravaged the Fore people. Victims suffered from tremors, uncontrollable laughter, and eventually complete loss of bodily functions, leading to a slow and agonizing death. The Fore's story is a tragic reminder of the devastating consequences of cultural practices clashing with unseen forces, and the fine line between love, grief, and the macabre. Our journey takes us now to the unforgiving wilderness of the Sierra Nevada mountains, where in the winter of 1846, a group of American pioneers, the Donner Party, found themselves trapped by heavy snowfall, their hopes dwindling with each passing day. Here, far from civilization, faced with the stark choice between starvation and survival, a dark chapter in human history unfolded. Imagine, if you can, the biting cold, the relentless snow, and the dwindling supplies. The Donner Party, comprised of families with dreams of a better life, found themselves facing a desperate situation. As days turned into weeks, their rations dwindled and hunger gnawed at their bellies. The once vibrant faces of children grew gaunt, their laughter replaced by the whimpers of empty stomachs. The adults, their faces etched with worry and despair, knew they had to act, but were faced with an unimaginable choice. In a desperate attempt to survive, they consumed leather goods, boiled bones into a thin broth, clinging to life by the thinnest of threads. But it wasn't enough. Death, a constant companion, began to stalk their makeshift camp. And then, the unthinkable. Driven to the very edge of human endurance, the survivors of the Donner Party made a pact with darkness. They turned to the bodies of the deceased, their friends and family, as a source of sustenance. Can you imagine the emotional toll? The psychological torment of consuming the flesh of those you once shared laughter and dreams with. This was not an act of savagery, but a testament to the raw, primal instinct to survive, a chilling reminder of the extremes we are capable of when pushed to the brink. The story of the Donner Party stands as a chilling testament to the fragility of human existence, the depths of despair that accompany starvation, and the dark choices we are capable of making when survival is at stake. Chapter 4. The Butcher of Uganda, Idi Amin's Reign of Terror. From the frozen peaks of the Sierra Nevada, we travel now to the sweltering heat of Africa, to Uganda, a nation held captive by the iron fist of Idi Amin, a dictator whose brutality knew no bounds. While whispered rumors of cannibalism swirled around him like vultures, separating fact from fiction in the fog of his reign of terror proves a daunting task. Imagine a country gripped by fear. Idi Amin, a man of immense stature and unpredictable temperament, ruled with an iron fist, his regime stained with the blood of countless victims. Stories of his cruelty, his penchant for violence, spread like wildfire, painting a picture of a man who reveled in the suffering of others. Whispers began to circulate, tales whispered in hushed tones of a darker side to Amin's brutality. Some claimed he kept severed heads in his refrigerator, their lifeless eyes staring out from the darkness. Others spoke of ritualistic killings, of human flesh being consumed by Amin himself, a grotesque display of power and dominance. While concrete evidence of Amin's cannibalism remains elusive, lost in the chaos and violence that defined his rule, the very fact that such rumors persisted speaks volumes. His brutal regime, responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Ugandans, created an environment where even the most horrific accusations seem plausible. The line between truth and rumor blurs in the face of such widespread atrocities. Did Idi Amin, a man who seemed to relish in displays of power and brutality, partake in the ultimate taboo? The answer, shrouded in the mists of history, remains a chilling possibility. Idi Amin's reign serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that can grip a nation, the horrors that can unfold under the guise of power, and the enduring fascination with the potential for human monsters to exist among us. Our journey takes a sinister turn as we delve into the depraved mind of Albert Fish, an American serial killer whose crimes shocked a nation. His story is not for the faint of heart, for within this unassuming exterior lurked a monster, driven by dark desires and a hunger that could never be satisfied. Picture this: a seemingly harmless old man, a grandfatherly figure with a twinkle in his eye. But beneath this facade of normalcy lay a mind consumed by darkness, a labyrinth of twisted desires and unspeakable urges. Albert Fish was a boogeyman come to life, a monster who preyed on the most vulnerable members of society, children. His crimes, a litany of abductions, torture, and murder, sent shockwaves through America. But it was his confession, his detailed and chilling accounts of his acts, that truly unveiled the depths of his depravity. Fish, you see, was not content with simply taking lives. He craved a deeper, more sinister connection with his victims. He described in gruesome detail how he would consume the flesh of his victims, his words painting a horrifying picture of cannibalistic feasts. He believed that by eating their bodies he could absorb their life force, their essence becoming a part of him. Fish's preferred method of preparation was as shocking as it was disturbing. He had a recipe, a stew of sorts, that he claimed to find particularly delectable. This stew, a macabre concoction of human flesh, vegetables and seasonings, spoke volumes about his twisted psyche, his desire to savor not just the act of killing, but the very essence of his victims. The case of Albert Fish serves as a chilling reminder that monsters often wear the most unassuming masks, and that within the human heart can lurk a darkness so profound, so depraved, that it challenges our very understanding of good and evil. Our journey through the annals of human darkness takes us now to the Soviet Union, where, in the shadow of the Iron Curtain, a different kind of monster stalked the land. Andrei Chikatilo, known as the Rostov Ripper and the Butcher of Rostov, left a trail of blood and terror in his wake, his crimes seared into the memories of a nation. Imagine a society shrouded in secrecy, where the whispers of a serial killer sent chills down the spines of its citizens. For over a decade, Chikatilo evaded capture, his gruesome acts hidden from the prying eyes of the world. He was a phantom, a nightmare figure who emerged from the shadows to claim his victims, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable horror. Chikatilo's prey were often young, vulnerable, easy targets for his depraved desires. He would lure them with promises of treats or toys, leading them to secluded areas where he could unleash the full extent of his madness. His methods were brutal, his attacks savage, his victims often bearing the marks of his frenzy long after their life had been extinguished. But it was the discovery of bite marks, of flesh torn and consumed, that sent a collective shudder through the investigators. Chikatilo, it seemed, was not content with simply killing. He craved a deeper, more visceral connection with his victims, one that went beyond the act of murder and into the realm of the macabre. His trial, a media spectacle that captivated a nation hungry for answers, revealed the true extent of his crimes. Chikatilo, a man who had managed to blend into society, was unmasked as a monster, his calm demeanor hiding a maelstrom of dark desires and insatiable bloodlust. The case of Andrei Chikatilo stands as a chilling reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected of places, that even in a society seemingly built on order and control, the darkness within the human heart can find a way to flourish. Our exploration of the darkest corners of human behavior leads us now to a case that challenges our very understanding of consent and desire. This is the story of Armin Meiwes, the cannibal of Rottenburg, a man whose gruesome act of consensual cannibalism shocked the world and ignited a firestorm of debate about the boundaries of human desire. Imagine, if you can, a world where the lines between fantasy and reality become blurred, where the darkest desires find a voice in the depths of the internet. It was here, in the anonymity of online chat rooms, that Armin Meiwes, a seemingly ordinary computer technician, sought out someone willing to fulfill his ultimate fantasy, to kill and consume another human being, and he found him. Bernd-Jürgen Brandes, a man driven by his own demons, answered Meiwes' call. He desired to be consumed, to become one with another human being in the most intimate and horrifying way imaginable. Their encounter, captured on video in a nondescript house in the German countryside, was a chilling testament to the power of shared delusion. Meiwes, methodical and meticulous, carried out Brandes' wishes, his actions a bizarre mix of tenderness and brutality. The details, too graphic to fully recount here, are a testament to the depths of human depravity, a chilling reminder that even in the 21st century, the most ancient taboos can be broken, the most primal urges indulged. The case of Armin Meiwes and Bernd-Jürgen Brandes forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the nature of desire, the boundaries of consent, and the dark potential that resides within us all. It is a story that lingers long after the details have faded, a stark reminder that the human psyche is a vast and often terrifying landscape. Thank you for watching. If you found these stories as chilling as we did, make sure to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. The world, as we've seen, is a place of both wonder and terror, where The human capacity for love, compassion, and creation exists alongside a darker side, a potential for cruelty, violence, and unimaginable acts. Subscribe to our channel for more horrifying tales from history. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.